Hello, this is Jeremy from Property Inspection Manager. In this video, I want to run through the latest release of Property Inspection Manager, but specifically in this release, we have included the integration with the property management software Released, which is an excellent solution for managing properties of both commercial and residential type. So within the Released software, when you enter a new property onto your rent roll. I'm just going to select one in here that I'm going to use for an inspection shortly. You have the ability to add a property profile in there. So in property details, I can select one of a number of property profiles. I'm going to select the restaurant profile for this one. And these can be set up to mirror the property profile within Property Inspection Manager. That means the first time that you schedule an inspection and it's imported into the inspection app, it will set up areas associated with a restaurant profile. You can have up to 10 different property profiles within PIM. So this is just a really good way of reducing the initial amount of setup time when you go out to conduct your inspections. So I'm just going to show you in tasks here. I am looking at inspections that I have scheduled. I've got one set up and scheduled for Monday the 18th of May. I'm just going to reschedule that now to knock it back an extra 15 minutes because I'm running a little bit late. Reschedule. And now I'm going to open up my app and import that inspection into PIM. Okay, so I've now opened up Property Inspection Manager on my device, and the first time I want to use the integration with Released, I go to Settings on the navigational toolbar in PIM, and I need to go to Advanced Settings on the first page, and in there you will see there is a Released Settings Authentication area. I've got mine switched on, and it allows me to import my scheduled inspections into PIM. I can choose to import those inspections that have been scheduled 7 days in advance or 14 days in advance. And once I've done that, it's ready to go. I'm also just going to show you within PIM, you do have this area called Property Profile Manager. And within Property Profiles, you can set up to or create up to 10 different property profiles that reflect the type of properties that you've got on your rent roll. So we do know that within the commercial property management space, some people focus on industrial, some on office, some on retail, some are a combination of things. So in here you can create different profiles that include areas that you can set so that when you set up a new inspection, it will include all those areas with a figure in the left-hand side against them. Okay. So once I am ready to go, I go to Import and I pull down to import any available inspections from Released. I'm just going to choose the one that in St. Quentin's Avenue here. So I can either select all or tick and import the selected, continue. Okay, so that's brought the inspection into PIM. If I go into my inspections now, there's the inspection ready for me to go. So that will include any, or obviously the address details. It will include the inspection type, whether it's a routine inspection, we call that a property inspection report, or whether it's a property condition report for an entry or exit. It will have the owner details and tenant details in there, lease amounts, key numbers, and anything else that's available to you. You'll see down at the bottom, tap to start your inspection. So this has been set up as a restaurant profile. So it's got the commercial kitchen in there, it's got the cold room in there, it's got all the other areas. And the first time you go to a property, you can choose to edit. So you can add additional areas if you want to add additional areas to that. I'm just going to add a hallway. Done. That hallway will sit at the bottom. I can then put up my fingers on the right hand side, move that up to the hallway which is there, press done, and basically I can tweak that first time round the property so you can have the flow of the areas all the areas that are required, and that will be saved within the system. I can very quickly just go into my app and I can take notes either by using shorthand words and phrases that are accessed by going to the little circles with crosses. I can show all of the phrases. I can just drop those in. Bang, away we go. I can use Siri to capture voice to text by pressing the microphone and capture any notes that are important to include in the report. And then I can also take a photo. So press the camera, up comes my camera. Not the most delightful photo, but click to capture. I can use as a cover photo. I can add some notes to the photo. The exterior of the property needs the grid removing. Press use photo. I've also got a camera on the left-hand side of my screen that when I tick it, it turns to yellow, and that allows me to access multi-shot. So I can take multiple photos just by clicking, press done. Now, what we've also got within the integration with Released is that if you go into our summary, any notes that are taken in the summary will also be sent back, as well as the PDF of the final report, as a separate field, which could be incorporated into an email. So I'll just drop something in here, OK, press the space bar, lovely inspection, no problems to report. OK, go back to the home screen. I've got my action button in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to submit my inspection. So that's going to merge my comments and photos into a template that we will customize for you in terms of the look, the flow, the branding of your inspection. I can have a look at that now. You'll see at the bottom, it's been uploaded into Released. So that's been pushed back straight away into Released. I can have a look at what the report looks like. So I'm just going to view it now. So there we go. I've got my picture of the outside of the property. It's been merged into my template. I've got my summary down here. I didn't put any maintenance or anything else in there. I've got my areas. I've got my notes associated with those areas. I've got photos taken with the inspection. Done. Now, if I go back to Released, we'll show you where the report has been saved. So I've now gone back into Released. I've gone back to the property record and I've gone into tasks. I'm now looking at my inspections. I'm going to search on completed inspections, and this is the one that I've just done. It's been completed. I'm going to look at the details, and you'll see in here that I've got the notes field has been populated with the summary details that have gone that were input into PIM. And I've also got in here an uploaded document, which is the report that was completed and submitted from Property Inspection Manager. So I'm just going to have a look at that now on my laptop, on my desktop even. And there it is. So it's a really nice integration where inspection details are being sent from Released down to PIM, capturing photos, capturing comments on site. Obviously, I would have done more, including my quick check labels with ticks and crosses if I'd have spent more time on it. But it's been uploaded back into Released. And the other good thing is that it's changed the status from a scheduled inspection to a completed inspection. And you've got that nice summary information that's already been included in the notes area as well.